It's single letter names. Usually I tend to mostly use default plugins, but some non-default plugins, some third-party plugins are so juicy, so interesting to use that sometimes you just have to use them. One of the plugins I like to use is the Canva plugin, because it allows you to draw shapes on the draw circles, draw rectangles easily. One example of this is, I think, this simple game. You can try here. I just made something to explain a bit of math in a future video I will maybe make in my channel, but that's these shapes here, the circle, even I think the grid, they are all drawn through the Canva plugin. There's no, I think that is the only sprite in the whole export. So yeah, there are plugins I just can't work without. So yeah, use as much as possible, use the default plugin because they are well maintained, they always work with export. By the way, the Canva plugin works well with exports, but maybe Newt has something to say about it. He might not agree. Oh yeah. My Polygon plugin works as well in minification, and I maintain it. So if you have any bugs, you can report them in my post. So you can find it in the lists, and you find the post directly. So yeah, if you have any bug, don't hesitate. I think I said enough about plugins. Now you have the course is supposed to finish in about 5 minutes, but now it's full question for you. You can ask anything about C2. Anything. I can show you stuff you didn't understand, stuff you're not sure. Any question is good now, since I think I have finished the lesson. So before you ask anything, like if okay, I will check the yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, I agree. Yeah, some plugins have to implement a drawing function for WebGL and a drawing function for not WebGL type of game, and sometimes the drawing with WebGL is a bit more difficult to write, and some plugins doesn't work well with WebGL. So you have to be careful about all these things when you use a third-party plugin. You have to test the plugin, and once you see it works well, bam, you can include this in your development. But be careful. That's something Skira can't be responsible for this. Nobody, only maybe the plugin creator, but he already created a plugin to help people. If the plugin doesn't work well, you can't really blame him, can't you? Well, that's an ethical point of view. Maybe you can. If he makes a plugin, he should be responsible for its lifetime, for the well-being of its plugin. But well, that's a plugin, and life goes on anyway. any question you have about everything we did until the from the beginning, you can ask. Third-party plugin gets adopted as default. It never happened. It never happened. Maybe it will at some point, but I've never seen a third-party plugin being included in C2. I think there would be some legal issues, because third-party plugins are free. C2 is a commercial product. If you start to include a third-party plugin as a commercial product, maybe C2 can, I don't know, can pay the developer to the right to do this, or I don't know, or the developer can give the right. There's a whole legal thing I'm not used to, so I don't really know. But if, as Kiat said, if a plugin is good enough, it can happen, I think. So now, so yeah, you can still ask any question. The thing I wanted to say while you are thinking about question is, if you followed the course from the beginning, even if you've tried the contest, the challenge thing, you should have now a pretty nice level with C2. You're not a beginner anymore. You know more about C2 than most beginners. There was a question in the Twitch chat. I don't check it, so I'm sorry for those who ask questions. When a program is compiled and has a plugin underneath it, does it include it with the compiled file, or does the person using the compiled program have to have the plugin too? Just to answer this question that was asked here, I will copy the question to avoid. Oh, I can hide the video preview. Okay. This question here, when a program is compiled and has a plugin used in it, by program is compiled, I am thinking about an export. Does it include it in with the plugin? The third-party plugin is included with the export, yeah, in the JavaScript of the export. But it's not included. Third-party plugins aren't included with the default C2. Well, exactly this. Included, it's compiled with it. Okay, so okay, any other questions? So yeah, what I wanted to say is, now that you've followed me for 4 weeks, I think I've told you enough to progress on your own. What you can do from now on, you can try Ludum Dare, which is currently running. You can try helping new users. That's a pretty good way to learn. I mostly did that for a whole year, and I continue to do this. And it helped me to really get the hang of C2 for 2 reasons. The first is it makes you use C2 for something, for not something as daunting as a game project, because a game project can be pretty daunting. So you make some snippet of Capix, some really part of Capix to help some new users who didn't have the chance to know what you know now, who doesn't have the chance to know what you know now. And you can, and sometimes there's pretty hard questions. There was a random thing generation, pretty hard to answer. This one, for instance, this one wanted a path with a sure, wanted a random map with a sure path from one side to the other. It wasn't really easy to do. By answering such question you might not even think about yourself, you widen your knowledge, your experience, and you can more easily use C2 without wondering how I will do this. You have an idea and you can directly translate it into C2 because you had the experience. So yeah, help people, and it makes you feel good. And also that's a little bit of marketing for me and Kiat. We have, I think Kiat as well have a YouTube channel, but as far as I'm concerned, I have a YouTube channel in which I'm talking about Construct 2, but I'm doing more of a free form. It's not really a tutorial videos. It's more of oh, I have something in mind. I will launch my streaming application and do something. So and I will talk what as I'm doing right now. Sometimes I will fail. I will really fail, and maybe I won't even upload the video on YouTube, but on my Twitch all videos are always here. Yeah, so I explored the XML plugin, I've showed off my Polygon plugin, I've did some UI stuff, or some weird stuff, like reproducing the array plugin without the array plugin. Don't know what. Ah, yeah, it's okay. Playlist. I don't even know my own. I did some stuff on audio as well. So yeah, if you are curious about a few tricks you can do with Construct, you can also follow my channel. Yeah, Kiat is more the tutorial guy, and I'm more the experimentation guy. But we can all do both. Sometimes I might do some stuff about using math in games. I don't know yet. But yeah, that's what you can do from now on. You have enough, I think, to understand my videos. Well, sometimes it involves some tricky math. You might need to brush that on your own. But you should have enough knowledge to really yeah, can teach us that. That's really a pain. Yeah, I tried to do RPGs video, but for now it's not. Yeah, Kiat is a bit less used to speak English in live, I'd say. Yeah, I started a stream on the RPG, but it was a failed one. I left it on my Twitch if you're curious, but I'm waiting for some feature in Construct to do RPG more easily. I don't know when that will happen though. So yeah, from now on you can do some Ludum Dare, you can help people on the forum, follow eventually my channel if you're interested, and Kiat's channel if you're interested as well, and make games. You know enough to explore your ideas. If you have any problem, something you can't figure out, test first and then ask a question on the forum. If you have a KPIX where you run some tests already, it's easier for us to understand what you want to do and to answer. We can already reuse your KPIX, modify it and show you the solution, which is often faster than making a new KPIX. KPIX, Construct 2. Yeah, any question, anyone? something in the course that wasn't clear, I can re-explain a few stuff. We already are 2 hours and 3 minutes in the course, but